Shores Guides, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, protectors, divine messengers, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about this ethereal order of protection for planet reprogrammers? What is up, Galactic Golden Ohana? How are y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We got Roots and Mars Force. All energies have been blocked from impeding upon your purpose here and the reprogramming that you're doing to this planet and for this planet. Because it would be an even bigger problem for all sides if something happened to you. But welcome in. What's up, Ohana? Bringing in the good vibes. Hello, hello, hello. Listen, this message is about to be, I feel like, just as deep as the other ones. But this is about the ethereal order of protection over your existence and your mission. There was some type of ethereal meeting. Because there are elites, organizations, networks, and societies, certain practitioners and occultists that can't figure out why everything they do is failing and it's being intercepted. There's an ethereal meeting to decide what to do with you. Because there are sides fighting against the forward advanced progression of this planet and the freeing of souls, and there are sides fighting against the enslavement of souls. But both of these sides have come to an agreement to leave you the fuck alone. To not allow anything to affect you. Because it would be cataclysmic. It's like some type of fail-safe. Like God had placed some type of fail-safe in your DNA, in your existence, that if anything happened to you pertaining a premature death, things, massive upheavals would happen on this planet. To the point where neither side would win. This is feeling like a planetary reset. And this is why the side fighting, the galactic energies, the darker entities fighting for soul enslavement, have decided to intervene on your behalf. Not only do they respect your ranking, they know that neither the light nor dark side would win if something happened to you. And it's because of this fail-safe the Most High put within your existence. You must be a very important, very powerful being. If you've got both sides that were fighting for control over this planet agreeing on something. And it's to impede, yep, the body. It's to impede and intercede. We'll intercede on your behalf and impede on your behalf to make sure that a premature death does not occur. Because it looks like you had a lot of ill intent directed towards you that was meant to cause your vessel's permanent ending. Interesting. So this is an ethereal order of protection. Death can't touch you. These beings can't touch you. This is not only a seal, it's an order. Divine ordinance. Leaving you to freely reprogram this planet. So yes, this includes dis-ease. Any individual that's attempting to project like cancer or illness on you, this is being redirected. It is giving you are an original. Yes, Abraxas. Spot on. 144 galactic chosen children in the house. You are an original. An original the world has... You have not been revealed before. You have not been received in this way before. You are an original. You were here during the beginning. Your soul was. This is going to be a heavier message because there was a massive meeting to contemplate, to discuss like what to do with you. And what events would occur if anything happened to you. And even though these sides agree to disagree, even though these sides are at war, they can agree on one thing. That you are to be protected at all costs. So even if this is like the CIA attempting to intercept you, or higher elite groups on this planet, they can't go above the ethereal. So even they are baffled and confused at why they can't touch you. Exactly, Isaac. And they have no idea what's about to happen. They have no idea what's coming. But something tells me you do. We got Venus love and truth. Oh, Saturn truth with Venus love. Venus is Libran energy. With Saturn out here, Saturn is in retrograde. Venus being Libra energy, the scales are being balanced. And the love of the divine over your life and the favor of the divine over your life is apparent. They've learned the truth about how loved you are and how many unseen beings are working in your favor or just letting you go. They refuse to touch you. There are even practitioners going, no, that soul is divinely protected. We can't touch them. There's nothing we can do. You could be a Libra. I don't know why, but I'm also getting Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is the archer. So these attacks were precise. They were just powers unseen that deflected them. Along with how powerful you are being protected by very powerful beings that don't normally impede on humanity's behalf. But know that it would be detrimental to any type of plan they have for the planet if something happens to you. Interesting. Mind. We got Thoth. These are very old ancient beings that had this meeting. They're able to see into all timelines, which makes sense with why they've been appointed to certain positions. This is also giving, in a sense, like ethereal generals. The ancients. And you see how the planet is in Thoth's hands? All sides were being, all timelines, all dimensions, all sides of the coin were being analyzed to see what the best course of action would be. And it looks like the best course of action that these individuals, these higher beings, came to an agreement with is exactly, touch not my anointed. To not touch you and not impede on your behalf unless they have to. So it looks like they're even higher appointed divine ethereal beings that they don't normally impede on with humanity's affairs. They don't see it as being something that necessarily needs action to be taken pertaining to the power they hold and where they've been appointed, but they're impeding on your behalf ever so slightly. Like I said, these are beings that don't normally take action pertaining to humanity and its evolution. They're meant to observe. Yet these beings, these higher elite beings, these ethereal celestial masters, these ethereal celestial, it's like ancient studiers that, I don't know how to explain these individuals, these entities. They study the planet's evolution, but they don't normally impede on it. And I wouldn't classify them as like celestial scientists. They just observe. It's almost giving like the fates energy. Everybody has a certain outcome depending on the decisions that they make. And they don't impede unless it would be detrimental to the planet. So it's something about your energy and how intertwined you are with the ethereal and the planet. That's why they're impeding. Something happening to you would throw the entire planet out of whack. It would throw off the balance completely. Like I said, both sides would lose. This is giving like a planetary reset. And you being an original soul here. I also heard highly sought after. Your power is highly sought after. You will have a seat amongst these beings after this lifetime here. That's how important you are. And again, this is why they're impeding on your behalf. With Thoth here, ancient wisdom, You've advanced more than any soul they've been observing. And with your advancement came the evolution of this failsafe and how far it would reach. Which lets me know your energy has reached globally. For things to occur globally if something happens to you. Because initially, with this failsafe evolving with you, it may have only affected a neighborhood at one point, and then a city at another point. And now it's reached globally. You are a very broad spread, expanded spirit. Which goes to show how powerful you truly are. And you haven't even revealed your true power yet. Exactly, Lynette, around the world. So the failsafe grew with you. And how much would be affected pertains to your expanded energy. One that was unable to be tracked by humanoid officials. By those with a physical vessel. No matter what type of ethereal technology they had. No matter what type of celestial information they had gained, they still could not monitor nor track the expansion of your energy. And how interconnected it is with this planet and with the ethers. So this order of protection stands. Nothing can touch you. Not in a way that would cause massive ripple effects throughout this entire planet. So those that have been observing have stepped in. Those that have been dormant and asleep have awakened, pertaining to the ancient beings within this planet. Wow. I don't know who you are, but I am honored to be reading on this energy today. I am honored to know that you are a part of the high-level light collective as a revolutionary light leader. It's good to have you on the team. It's great to have you on the team. I could only imagine we got 8th house endings and beginnings and Saturn return. Yeah, it's an absolute honor to have you on the team, especially with massive endings that would, I can't even imagine the type of destruction that would occur on this planet if something happened to you. Because with 8th house endings and beginnings and Saturn return, there would be a massive ripple effect. This would be a massive return of the energy that you built up in this physical vessel. An ending to you would send ripples of this energy out through the entire planet. And I'm also hearing things happening on this planet already have something to do with you. The upheavals, the things that have been happening on this planet that haven't happened before, that have scientists baffled, have something to do with you. So y'all know how, is it in Antarctica? I need to do more research, but where the tides literally turned backwards, the world spinning faster, things that haven't happened before. The way the Schumann resonance is and how it keeps spiking and blacking out, it has something to do with your connection to this planet. How much energy that has been incorporated within your physical being, and how you are a direct extension to the Most High. How you have this deep sacred bond to the ethereal. This is why you have to be careful getting upset or allowing your emotions to be thrown out of balance. Because you have a massive effect on this planet. And individuals are realizing this and recognizing, even those that have come up against you that are being seen as like small fries, because they do not compare to your energy, the type of repercussions they've faced coming up against you are astronomical. You even have organizations, networks, and societies questioning how you took out their top agents, how you took out their top people. Like, there have literally been people that have passed away coming for you. Could be a Leo that kept attempting to provoke you, or an Aries. Individuals that kept trying to put strongholds over you, roots over you, and cause endings for you that you keep you have an insane regenerative ability. And I don't think the world has ever seen a vessel that has been able to incorporate this many abilities. You are far more than just a gifted child. Some of you have not only like telepathy, and telekinesis, but all of the clairs, as well as a insane miraculous regenerative ability. As well as some of you are able to bring plants back to life. God really made something not of this world. Something that goes far beyond comprehension when it comes to you. I don't think I've ever seen the Most High gift somebody with this many abilities and trust them with it. There are so many past lives you've activated in this one. A high priest, intuition, high priestess, past life practitionary work, and DNA being activated within you. Like that, you are a very miraculous entity. This is why we talked previously about even the CIA is looking at you as an unidentified entity they cannot classify. You are unclassifiable. This is incredible. You're healing from endings that would have severely incapacitated others. You have got to be an original. Abundance. And then North Node, life's purpose. Very abundant, infinite energy. It's a part of your purpose. And this also pertains to, with sacrifice here, pertains to some of you that weren't meant to get a certain outcome. When it came to the judicial system, it's been appealed. Like, things that should not have gone in your favor have shifted in your favor, and they were not supposed to. There was everything against you in these areas. And this is something that these ancient beings did not impede on. It's like they're deflecting death, premature death, things to cause you an ending, people coming towards you that could hold malicious, violent intentions. But they had no hand in this. What the divine and God just did is assured that you would be ready for when things shifted in your favor. And what you would be put in a position to do with the abundance that's coming to you. So these ancient beings had no hand in some type of injustice being corrected. The only thing they're doing is making sure you stay alive. That's it. That's the prerogative. Other than that, what you do is completely up to you. But certain actions you take could lead to a premature death if you were to go down a darker path. And that they will not impede on, because then your energy would compromise. And it wouldn't have the effect or the expansion that it would with you being in the light. And this is why so many individuals even attempted to corrupt your energy and lead you down a darker path, because they knew that would be what dwindled your power. That would be what put you in a vulnerable state of being aligned with some type of negative, detrimental outcome. But you never went down that path. And if you did, you didn't stay on it long. You broke through the illusions and continued to traverse the path of the straight and narrow. So whatever is being corrected right here, this is purely God. God and the divine assuring that you receive something that's going to help you further reinvent this realm. With Mercury retrograde, this could be coming in the next few days. Or in the in-between of Mercury retrograde, because it's from, I believe, July 17th to August 11th. And then we have the shadow period after that. So some of you, there's something coming while we are in Mercury retrograde that you're going to be sitting on, because you're going to be guided not to make any decisions, any impulsive decisions or any big purchases while Mercury is in retrograde. You're going to be sitting, and it's almost like being briefed on the strategy the divine has for how you're going to move with what you get. They are called the Watchers. That's definitely, yeah, okay, Aaron, that gave me goosebumps, yes. Because that's what I feel these beings have been doing, is watching. They will move things around slightly to assist in, it's like the balance of the cosmos. But for the majority of their existence, they were set to observe. Could very well, okay, Guardians gave me goosebumps as well, yes. Whoever these ancient beings are, I'm also getting keepers of time. They were never meant to impede upon humanity because it was all about watching the evolution. And this is where darker forces had taken advantage of the fact that these beings would not impede unless necessary. Because it was all seeing how we would advance, how we would ascend, how the divine would be incorporated on this planet, and whether or not we would see and break through the illusions that had been placed on this planet. Kind of like a training ground and a prison planet. But it looks like they're impeding on your behalf. Something about you would fuck up everything. If something happened to you, it would, like I said, both sides would lose. This is giving reset of the planet. Events that humanity would not be able to come back from. And this was a failsafe that God placed within you and assisted in your accelerated ascension, so you would be at a certain point to where you would reach this untouchable state, this untouchable level. This is so cool. Again, I gotta say it, I am honored to be reading on this energy right now. Because you are so important to God's plan here. You are so important to the divine plan and advancement of this planet. As the original soul that you are. Seems like you've called back all of you to you. I heard fully formed. Not fully ascended, but fully formed, which lets me know the fragments of yourself with this core that we talked about yesterday have been solidified, have been stabilized. Which is why you have so many past lives activated right now. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I told you it's been stabilized. Stability. Ooh. Fully formed. You feel whole again? That's confirmation right there. And this may also be confirmation. You don't feel like you need anybody else around you. You don't feel like you need love. You don't feel like you need friends. You are fully focused on mission. You may slightly feel militant at this time. Your focus is on what you need to do right now. What needs to be pulled in right now. You're not focused on connection at all. And your gifts are getting stronger by the day. If you weren't on our team, I would be terrified because of the power that you hold. And I don't think that the divine would allow you to access this much of you or all of you in this way unless they were sure you wouldn't switch sides. You are non-corruptible. Uncorruptible. Incorruptible. Divine intervention right there. The divine is intervening on your behalf. Jupiter benefits because of how you benefit this planet. And again, like I said, the divine wouldn't have allowed you to get to this point if they felt like you were going to go dark. The way that I'm feeling, this is so amazing. This is beautiful. I don't know if you know exactly how powerful you are, but you are literally one of the most powerful beings on this planet, if not the most powerful. And I don't want any light worker to feel any less than. You know if this is your message, because it's like you being this powerful being, you're sharing. So many light workers are coming up because of how we are connected. And whoever you are the, it's like there's different heads to these divine kingdoms, and you're one of them. And you've ranked up very quickly. You're leading so many souls. Energetically, and for some of you soon to be physically. Because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're going to have some type of platform. You're going to be, a lot of people are going to be hearing you or seeing you do something. We got sacrifice coming out. The divine, it fell right on divine intervention with a Taurus energy or somebody that tried to bulldoze your life. For your blessings, for your gifts. They made a deal. And did darker workings under the new or the full moon, and they're attempting to analyze to see if it worked. Whoever you're thinking about, you are correct. They worked with other individuals to cause a painful permanent ending to you, which only puts you in a position to increase. We talked a little bit about this. I feel like this is the same individual we talked about yesterday on TikTok. This was necessary. You may have taken some of these hits and you're going through divine repairs at this time, but these were necessary because of the type of stat points you would receive and the type of expansion and amplification of your energy you would get with taking on head on whoever this is, because they're seen as one of the most powerful people on this planet, or they may have deemed themselves as being one of the most powerful people on this planet. Keyword people. You are not a person. You are a spiritual being, an original spirit living a human experience to where you've gone through some type of transfiguration to where you're able to inhabit more divine energy than the normal individual. You are literally being looked at as a mutant. That of which, if we're speaking on technological terms, you are. You may appear unassuming, but you're not. You may seem to come off naive, but you know. You were meant to appear this way to get to this point. Through each and every elevation, or through each and every attack, you elevated because of what was directed towards you and how it was adhered to your armor, decoded and recoded to reprogram this planet. That's how powerful you are. Everything that had control over this realm, you overrided. But you needed to face it first. You needed to experience it first to understand it. To pick it apart. Pick it apart, analyze it, and then put it back together in a different form for this planet. And thank you for sewing into me. Who was that? Thank you, your name is iRise Nation. Thank you, iRise Nation. And thank you, Tatiana. Thank you for sewing into me and know that you are receiving it back infinitely and amplified in all the ways that God ordains and deems as necessary for your intense, expansive, infinite experience here. May your energy reach even farther than it has before. And may you receive everything that you put out. Because you've put out some incredible energy. Broken down some very powerful, outdated power structures. Overrode corrupted celestial ancient technology and information. And broken out so many souls from the enslavement programs that were meant to lead to an ending that would inevitably put them in a position to reincarnate to finish the work they had yet to in their previous lifetime. This is freeing souls from a reincarnation loop. Where their energy, the reason they were being enslaved and distracted and distorted was to harness what came with their higher connection, what came with their destiny. And if they weren't going to access it, it would be siphoned from them or stolen from them. And you were put in position to make sure more and more souls would be freed from this loop, would be freed from this prison that they didn't know they were in. Cough, cough, the matrix and the simulation. You go far beyond even being a divine hacker and a glitch in the system. You're the entire reset of the system, but the divine reset and reprogrammer of the system. 7th house partnerships. We got destiny here and Capricorn energy with missing. You may not be focused on connection, but it's definitely focused on you. You are meant to connect with somebody, but I don't feel like they are as advanced as you. This person is scrambling to kind of understand the way your mind works. Whoever this is that's meant to connect with you, they're very intelligent. But they were also susceptible to darker workings and binding tactics that were being done to keep them in certain situations. I feel like this individual recently broke out of some type of binding that another individual was paying to have done on them or doing to them, but they're still confused. They're slightly convicted, slightly conflicted. This person's under divine conviction. Whoever this individual is, they keep being pulled to you, but they're not yet intellectually, even though they're intelligent, on your level. There's still some type of mental manipulation and control this person has to address. And it looks like they are convicting the individuals in their life that they see as threats. Or should I say that they know are threats, which is putting them in a position to be even more grounded and guarded against any type of mental manipulation that's being done on them. But the more they watch you, the more confused they get. Because again, you've advanced. So where this person is seeing you as gifted and intelligent, they are now looking at you and having some type of doubts because of how you've advanced intellectually. Where this person felt like they knew you. And what I mean by that is they're having a hard time grasping that you are this divine and you are this intelligent and you have this type of connection to the cosmos. Where they may be teetering on like where you are a divine channeler, you have many ethereal connections. They're starting to wonder if there is more than one being inside of you. Or specifically inside your mind, because you do switch. They know that this, I gotta put it, don't get triggered. I'm just showing y'all this person's perspective. They know it's not bipolar because it's not an emotional switch. You're not switching through emotions. You're not emotionally unstable. It's like they're seeing you change into different people, but house these people within you. As a channeler, you incorporate a lot of divine energies, whether it's an angelic energy coming through to channel through to you, or an angelic energy that's more militant. Angelic energies don't really hold empathy or sympathy. They come through with the mission. So when you're channeling an angelic energy, it comes through without emotion, and it's very stern, it's very authoritative, it's very militant. Where a spirit guide is more comedic, because a spirit guide has lived a human existence. They hold emotion. They feel emotion. They feel empathy and sympathy for what you are experiencing because they've lived it. So when a spirit guide, I know many of you have noticed this with me, when a spirit guide comes through to channel, they're more comedic. They're more upbeat. They feel more, in a sense, like human. Where a celestial guide will come through very advanced, relaying certain information that needs to be known in that moment for you to understand what is about to occur on this planet. Where an ascended master will come through and be very zen, very balanced, almost giving a monk energy. Giving you information on how to balance your energy, how to alchemize energy, and how to ground and integrate energy that you have alchemized. Many of us have these abilities to channel high vibrational multidimensional beings. Not just our spirit team, not just ancestors, but ascended masters as well as angels and archangels. But they come through differently. I had to explain this to one of the beautiful gods that had booked with me because he had ended up noticing how I channel and how different these beings come off. Even their energy, he said, even your aura changes when there is a different being channeling through you. And I had to explain, this is how you know what being it is. And this is how you know they're higher vibrational, because not only do they mean well, they give incredible information on what to do with the advancement of the planet and how to incorporate energy, high vibrational energy, into this planet to assist in its advancement. You would know if it was a trickster spirit or some type of lower vibrational entity because they feed on fear, anger, paranoia, and anxiety, as well as depression. So they would initiate certain channels. They would attempt to infiltrate by drudging up or triggering these emotions to lead you down a darker path or make you open and receptive and susceptible to an attachment to where they could continually feed you information that would evoke these feelings. So whoever your person is, they've noticed this in you somehow, some way. I don't know if you have a platform or the things that you post, they can get a different sense of energy coming from it because it changes, but they know that you're different, and they're having a hard time putting this into words on why you change in the way you do, why your energy shifts like this. One moment your energy is very authoritative, very powerful, very directed, and the next it's very airy. It's very high-spirited and comedic. This also comes through with Fey energy. Fey energy or elemental energy, when a Fey or an elemental is coming through to communicate, they come off as very airy, very upbeat, almost childlike. But they're very intelligent, they're very quick, and they have a firm understanding of what's going on with the elements and the environment around you, as well as what you need to know happening across the planet, which is why so many of us have been intrigued with the Schumann resonance, because not only are we, it is the Earth's heartbeat, but not only are we connected with the planet through the vibration and the frequency it is emanating, but so are the elementals, as well as the ancient beings inhabiting this planet that have been dormant. All of this is coming into play with these connections to where your person is trying to get a firmer understanding, or whoever is meant to connect to you is attempting to get a firmer understanding of how you have advanced this quickly, how you know what you know, and why you change in the way that you do. So the confusion that they're sitting is something they're going to have to get through. And it looks like there are lower vibrational beings that are attempting to capitalize off of this individual or these individuals' confusion. But Spirit is revealing to them what they need to know in order to own that energy that's trying to compromise their soul, or understand the individuals that are attempting to bind their spirit, to have some type of ownership of the alchemization process. This person is extremely gifted as well. The alchemization process and the manifestation abilities this person has. Whoever your person is, they have acquired quite the life for themselves. They're very talented in the aspect of manifesting and turning a negative into a positive. I feel like your person had received a lot of, or whoever was meant to connect with you, has received and experienced a lot of negativity from others in this lifetime, that they turned into something artistic, and that art assisted them in acquiring monetary means. So whatever your person does, they do it from the heart, or at least they were, or whoever you're meant to connect to. This person or these people, they attracted in those that knew they would be able to capitalize off of this person's abilities without this person fully understanding their own abilities. Because your person is a master alchemist and manifester. They used whatever energy was directed towards them, and they continue to use negativity to build upon their empire by transmuting it into something beautiful, something artistic. And this has brought, I heard capital, this has brought in a lot of money for them. So your person's some type of artist. They create something, but they've attracted in individuals that see this, and that know if they're able to keep them in a low enough vibration, they can bind them. Same goes for you. You are a master co-creative, not only alchemist, but energetic architect. And thank you, Tatiana! Thank you, Tatiana, for sewing into me again. And know that you are receiving it back infinitely and amplified in all the ways that God ordains and deems as necessary to each and every single expansive experience and impact you are meant to have on this planet. May each and every door open for you that's meant to at this time. Thank you. Yes, new heaven, new earth. Or should we say true heaven, true earth. Because this is the way the planet was meant to be at this time. We've advanced very quickly. Because where we were at, basically, Earth was the laughing stock of the cosmos. We were so far behind. And this is another reason why you were awakened. The planet needed to advance, and it needed to advance quickly. This is where you came into play. There were a lot of darker organizations, elites, societies, and fallen angel bloodlines that were working day and night tirelessly to make sure the planet did not advance. And you overrode all of that. This is why the divine kept you hidden for so long, and why all of these practitioners are going, what the fuck is going on? This worked on every single person we targeted. There is no way, even the CIA is going, there is no way this person's energy is like this. This aura is not human. Your energy is not human. You are not human. And they're realizing this, especially with the practitioners that others have gone to that are going, no, exactly, in this world, but not of this world. You got practitioners that every time they attempt to read on you, the warnings get worse. They get heavier and they get more painful. I'm seeing a practitioner double over in pain as their head starts to ring. Like just a massive headache out of nowhere, to where they can't focus on anything except the pain that they're feeling. And this happens, but it gets worse every time they try to touch on your energy. So some of these individuals are hearing a phrase they did not want to hear, and it is, we can't touch this person, they are divinely protected. Thank you, Marcia Victory. Your name is Marcia Victory? That is confirmation right there. This is a massive victory. Having you on the team is a massive victory. Thank you for sowing into me, and know that you are receiving it back, as well as every victory that is due to you in this lifetime, in the way that God had ordained you to experience it. You being this divine representative, I went to say representative, they said representation of God. This divine representation of God and the power that God holds. And you are only a drop. You being this original soul, you were created at the beginning, which literally signifies you are a drop of God. God took God's time. Source took Source's time. The Most High took the Most High's time creating you, perfecting you for the perfect time pertaining to the plan. This is incredible. Messages. Third house messages, and I believe. And escape. You are making believers out of non-believers. Again, like they said, you are a divine representation of God. The Most High made sure that the Most High's presence would be felt and experienced through everything that you would overcome and the changes that had been co-created and made with you. You are literally God's right-hand man, right-hand woman. And you keep escaping. They've received messages, you've escaped yet again. Something was meant to trap you for, they said slow you down for longer than it did. You alchemized this faster with your supernatural regenerative abilities than they expected. You were supposed to be down, could have been for like 36 hours. Or crashing out or having emotional upheavals for 36 hours. They know they didn't have a lot of time because they've seen the way that your abilities have worked before. But you, exactly, slept like a baby. You alchemized this possibly in like 2 to 7 hours, if that. Could have been 1. Okay, could have definitely been 1. Thank you, baby. You heard the meow formation. That's also Abundance Kitty. So they spent a pretty penny on this. There was a lot of investments made against you. Aquarius, I know. That lets me know these are individuals in a position of recognition. These are individuals that are known, that you know about, have been targeting you, that have been watching you, and attempting to target you. Interesting. So with Abundance Kitty back there talking, this lets me know that these individuals have a lot of money. They have money to blow. They had the time too. They were attempting to change you. Excuse me, they corrected me, said change their circumstances through you. As you are the key. They know that you are the key to changing their circumstances. You are a planetary reprogrammer. So it looks like they were attempting to reprogram your belief system about them so that they would be able to acquire a new outcome. Exactly. Attempt failed. And what they mean by this is these individuals, if they could change your perception of them, if they could have you see them in a certain light, they know that would reprogram their reality because you'd be directing energy their way positively. So whoever these well-known individuals are, they know that you know about them. And they wanted you to see them differently, so that their circumstances would change based on the energy that you were projecting over their reality, who they are. But you still see them as corrupt. Your perception of them never changed. Because faith here, God told you who these people are. God made sure that you sensed out where these individuals should be. And in order to balance the scales, you made sure that these individuals were put in their place. Were open and susceptible to the karmic consequences they had racked up. You made sure somehow, some way, as a judge, this is like a divine judge, an original judge, you made sure these individuals could not escape their consequences. This is why I'm getting Sacred Soul Sergeant. Like, you are literally, this is another reason why the Divine had me change my name to Eye of Him. It's something about what you see and what you experience, the Divine and the Most High, seeing and experiencing it vicariously and simultaneously through you. While you were used to infiltrate certain organizations, networks, and societies to override the system entirely through whatever practices and rituals they were participating in. You will never change the way that you see these individuals, which means they will never be able to bypass what has been seen. What you see not only with your physical eyes, but your third one. Many of you have astral traveled. We got Capricorn, yep, demonic energies. Behind that, I see. I can't make this shit up. I just said you see it. You saw it. Many of you have astral traveled to these individuals that were doing these rituals. You saw them. And you went judgment. And with you calling judgment on them and going, you reap what you sow, the moment this was seen and noted, it was inescapable. Something about your sight also being a trap. Not only have you infiltrated, corrected, and recoded, but what you see, it solidifies, it stabilizes with the, exactly, with the truth. Whoa. I am literally so honored to be reading on this energy. Exactly. Many of us saw what they were doing to these children. We can't unsee or forget what we had seen. We can't unknow what we know that they have been doing and what they have been throwing in our faces. Many of you have seen the movie Monsters, Inc. and why the monsters would terrify the children. What is it, androchrome? Weird, sick, twisted shit like that. Andromachrome, whatever it is. Whatever they just maniacal, nefarious behavior in order to acquire energy, purity. And you know, children are innocent and interconnected with the Most High, closest to the heavens, in the same way that you are. I feel like your connection is more intense though. Where children are innocent and interconnected with the divine, more open to the supernatural and the divine. Your energy goes far beyond that the connection that children have as an original. Interesting. Yeah, because it's your purpose as a healer. A healer to this realm. You have so many abilities. I don't even feel like I've covered half of them. I feel like this is only a part of what you can do. You have not shown the true extent of your abilities. And I feel like part of the reason why is, one, some of your abilities are being coveted, cloaked, so that they go unseen and unnoticed. And another reason, I feel as though the attacks that you've experienced, this is why I say that they're necessary, were to activate these abilities or add to them so that they would be ready at the right time. So I feel like the divine is not allowing me to touch on all of your abilities or all of what you could do, the extent of your power, because of how insane it is. There's so many things that you can do that people don't know you can do. Keep it that way for right now. You'll be put in a position to be revealed by the divine when it's ready. Or when you're ready. The fact I said when it's ready, the divine is preparing something within you. There's something that's getting ready, a gift that's being added to, that will be revealed when it's complete. Interesting. Ooh, you know what? Let me pull some archetype real quick. Let me see what else we got going on here. The fact I meant to say on here, but out here. Something ethereally is being downloaded that's going to amplify or add to this unknown ability. All right. This is kind of a big deck, so you got to bear with me. What do we got? Divine source. We got the Hermit. Knowledge, Mother, Exorcist. This is releasing mother trauma. They corrected me. They said, no, this is the stripping of wow. So with the closing out of the old core that held all of the trauma you experienced, possibly from a karmic familial unit, it has completely severed connections that old version of you had to these individuals that were attempting to manipulate your energy to keep themselves cloaked, protected, hidden, and healthy. And all of that has been retracted. So some of you have a maternal figure that's going to pass away. They can't heal from something. They can't hide hermit energy from something. You've seen this with the monk here. You've seen this energy could have been trying to come to you in the dream state, begging for you to come back. Some of you are getting a heads up. Honestly, I know this sounds bad, but I don't think you care. The you that came through this karmic portal is not the you that you are now. This person can't pull on your heartstrings. They can't guilt trip you. You don't feel bad and you're not meant to. Exactly. She picked her side. So whoever this mother is, they're being pulled out of this realm. Whoever this mother is being seen as an issue. An issue to your mission. You're meant to be reprogramming this planet, not consistently fighting these individuals from your past. So this mother is about to be made an example of. While you are downloading new information pertaining to the gifts that have been activated and need to be added to for the next evolutionary period of your experience. It's a part of the plan. We got a scribe. Scribe is giving me knowledge, preserving knowledge and information as a guide. So they're letting you know, and Midas Touch as a master manifester. They're letting you know how this gift is going to be working for you or working for the planet. Which means they're advancing not only your intuition, but your intellectual ability and capacity. Secrets that were meant to be unknown to humanity, you're gaining pertaining to manifestation. The pulling in of new timelines and the acquiring of great fortune. Which means your energy, this infinite energy, is about to get even greater. Because the amount of abundance that you're going to be able to hold within your energy is astronomical. Whatever this manifestation, I don't even feel like it's just a manifestation ability. It's the knowledge of how this world works in order to turn it back. And not descend it. I mean, like, turn it back in a way where it's like you're turning back the time before there was corruption and then advancing the planet forward as if that corruption never existed. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like a slingshot. I'm trying to explain this the way the divine is showing it to me. It's going to be like that never existed in the way that this infiltration of energy is going to be incorporated. Where light workers, you may end up getting a windfall. That makes, I'm getting goosebumps. You may end up getting a windfall of money out of nowhere, but it's for all the years that you were blocked. And it's going to be like that block never existed, which is why that abundance is going to come in all at once. Or why these relationships and connections are going to come in all at once. So this is why they're turning it back. There are corrections that have been made, and then it's the acceleration forward. Because it's going back to it's going back through all the years that you did not receive something that was due to be integrated within your experience, to where fast forwarding, it's all going to come at once. And it's going to be like that time period never happened. There's going to be no gap between where you were and the path that you were on to where you are now in its highest vibration. It's almost like a complete erasing of karmic traumatic past events and timelines. Not the decompressing or the collapsing of them, the erasure of them. It's going to be like it never existed. Wow. They said, why do you think the planet's spinning faster? Rescuer. You are a savior. A savior to this realm is what I'm getting with the seeker. This is also individuals that are trying to seek you out because they need healing. And these are the individuals that are being destroyed. That are being erased. While any destruction that you experience, it's going to be like it never existed. It may already feel like that. With the closeout of the old core, you may feel as though, and the way that you have been like ordained to be a reprogrammer of this planet, You may already see these events as not existing. With this version of you, it's like it never happened to you. To you, it doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is the present and the future is now. So those that are seeking out your healing will not be allowed to come forward, will not be allowed to come to you. They've been erased. Those timelines, that torment, that trauma, erased. Interesting. What else do we need to know? Exactly. Onto a higher timeline. You were already on this. Thank you, baby. You were already on this high timeline. Okay, Abundance Kitty is running around talking. Good job. Thank you. Oh, fast as fuck, boy. Thank you for sharing your gifts. There's abundance coming. Fast. There's abundance coming fast. To the Earth Angel. What did I just say? Bro, you can't tell me that my cats are not in tune with not only me, but the cosmos, the divine. Abundance Kitty is trying to tell you with the messages that she is getting. I just looked up at the timer. It was 5555. Athlete to the angel. Abundance is coming in fast. These new experiences and connections are coming in fast. It's been reprogrammed into the planet. With what you have done, how you are being protected, how death is being deflected, and how you're ready to receive this, this is happening fast. Thank you, Empress Love. Thank you, Empress Love, for sewing into me. That was 444, angels and ascended masters all around you. That is a confirmation. You have already been notified by the galactics, by the divine and the most high, that this would be inevitable, that you would receive this outcome. Looks like instantaneously for some of you within the next few days. Some of you in between the retrograde, July 17th to August 11th. I heard right in time for the Lionsgate portal. So you could be seeing a lot of 888s as well. But thank you for sewing into me. And know that you are receiving it back infinitely and amplified in all the ways that God ordains and the ascended masters deem as necessary to what you are due to have and experience on this planet. You never talk this loud. Oh, shit. She really feeling the energy. Good job, baby. She said you're welcome. Thank you. You're a blessing. Thank you for your confirmation. You're amazing. Thank you. Okay, so y'all know that she doesn't ever talk. She rarely talks. I used to think that she was mute because she wouldn't talk. And then, of course, the screen glitches. Hopefully, I am back. She was being loud, huh? And then the screen glitched. That is hilarious. Well, that is confirmation. So there's abundance coming. We've got the Hedonis in reverse and Avenger. So this lets me know with the Hedonis in reverse, this is pursues pleasure to the detriment of health. Again, with the health card. Indulges at the expense of others. You've got individuals you're being avenged. What is peeking up? Child magical. The divine, this is desire to balance the scales of justice. Righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. This lets me know that those that went up against your mission, those that attempted to cause or did cause an injustice, it is being corrected. The scales are being balanced for you, you magical child. And they're also seeing you as being very magical because, like I stated before, this was not supposed to happen. You were not supposed to get justice. There were many individuals working against you day and night to make sure that you didn't receive this justice. And you're getting it. Wow. Again, they said because it's been reprogrammed into the planet. You are a balancer, an equalizer, an energetic architect, an alchemist. All that has been reprogrammed, you are imperative pertaining to what was necessary for this planet. and how it was meant to advance. It's been reprogrammed into the planet. You are being protected as you are recoding or decoding and recoding more within and upon this planet. You are being protected as a planetary reprogrammer. And part of the reprogramming is this: justice, light, truth. That's epic. It is an absolute honor. Welcome to the Galactic Golden Ohana. And thank you for being a part of the light team. We definitely needed you. And we still do. Thank you. I heard thank you for your service. You sacred soul sergeant. They said revolutionary light leader as well. We chose a good one. The lover and femme fatale. You got a lot of individuals. Well, this is slightly off topic, but you may have a lot more individuals wanting to connect with you. Your power speaks for itself. You got a lot of potential romantic partners, or they're perceiving themselves as potential romantic partners that are interested in investing in you. Be aware of who wants to connect with you, because I'm not feeling there's really many individuals that will add to the purpose you have here with how important you are. And that is not to demean anybody else, but some of these individuals are just desiring to invest in you because of your power, because of the way you feel to their spirit, because of what they feel like they'd be able to get being with you intimately or being around you. So just be aware, there are some energy vampires here. There are some individuals that child orphan are still dealing with wounding and are easily triggered. But you do have a lover coming in. They see you as very alluring. You're very attractive to, well, many individuals, but specifically the person who is the most aligned with you. Anything else? Because I didn't want this live to be too long. Child nature, communication with nature spirits, friendships with animals. We talked about this yesterday with the detective. Oh, the trees are snitching. The trees are letting you know. The nature spirits in the trees are letting you know that there's somebody that wants to come towards you. Or there's somebody that is coming towards you. Looks like the trees are looking out. They're telling on whoever is connecting with you, whoever is attempting to connect with you. They're letting you know there's individuals from your past that bullied you, that want to take a leap of faith. And there's also somebody that is being liberated from some type of gossipy drama queen or drama king type energy. So elemental energies are conveying to you there is a true connection and there is a false connection that is attempting to come towards you at this time. They want you to be aware of what they've seen with the detective out here and nature spirits. I heard they see and hear all. If you listen closely, they will tell you. What do you want us to know? What do you need us to know? Only one will add to the power that you have. The other would be detrimental with the way that the darkness has corrupted them. It's sad to see such potential go to waste. That's what I just heard. It's sad to see such potential go to waste. One individual only wants to reach certain heights because they've seen you do it and they didn't believe in you. The other one, slightly confused and conflicted because of an understanding that they're having through their awakening, but is a much better option than whoever that is that was attempting to bully you and be a mess and ended up getting caught up in drama and karma because of it. So there's something going on with your ex. That's all you need to know is the trees saw something go down. They're telling about this energy vampire that may have fake profiles and are watching you, attempting to project that they are your priest, they are your person, high priest energy. But this you already know, as a mystic, you've received confirmation with your intimate union with the divine. So this is just a confirmation. Your past is literally being erased and your ex does not want to be one of the forgotten. Because that's literally what they're going to be. Their entire lineage and ancestors are disappointed. Because where you are this legend and you're leaving a legacy, their name is being erased from history. Nobody will remember these people, just like you have forgotten them. They're being erased from history. They're being erased from ever having a legacy here in True World. So where you're going to be remembered, you're going to be recognized for your abilities, for your gifts, and what you do, the love you leave behind on this planet. This individual will be forgotten, or these individuals will be forgotten. Advocate and the visionary. Again, people watching you, they're advocating for you. They're impressed and inspired because of you. They're making changes due to the impact you had on their life. Where this person, these other people, the only impact they had was demonic. They will be remembered for, they stopped me. I was going to say they'll be remembered for, and then immediately the words got took out of my mouth and they said nothing. There will be nothing to remember. But you will be remembered forever. Legends never die. Even when their vessel is taken, their legacy lives on. That is beautiful. So pick those around you that have also solidified their stance and legacy. This is why they're saying be aware of the connections that individuals desire to have with you at this time, because they know that they're not leaving a legacy, but you are. Exactly, Lynette. This is what legends are made of. This is how legends are made. I think that song is by Sam. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. You will be remembered for all of eternity. I'm going to leave it right there because I think that's a beautiful place to leave it. Your energy is just, it's everywhere. It's in every dimension, every timeline, every realm. And all upon this planet, all across this world. I am still kind of gobsmacked at what I had read on today. You are so divinely protected. Ethereal order of protection because of how important you are to this planet. And those fighting against the freeing of souls have to just sit back and let you. Because they can't impede upon the plan. This is a fail-safe that God had instilled within you and kept you undercover, kept you under wraps and hidden until you had reached a certain level to where this fail-safe would be global. And this would put you in a position to be untouchable because of the type of, they said it's not just death, it's any attempts to impede on the divine's plan, including imprisonment, false imprisonment. So premature death, false imprisonment, and incapacitation have all been deflected. Any attempts made on you will be redirected. This is how we are protecting the plan and making sure that you remain under the order of divine protection. And this is the fail-safe. It's not just about premature death. It's about imprisonment. Things that would happen on this planet with a false imprisonment would be destructive. Massively, incredibly destructive. So any individual that has attempted to impede upon your purpose and the plan, they're facing these type of repercussions. If they attempted to put you in a compromising position to where your freedom would be limited, their freedom is now stripped from them. They are permanently restricted. That is their fate. Wow, damn. Ouch! You know what? I claim this. That's what's up. That's epic. That's incredible. I am absolutely honored. I know I keep saying this, but the fact that the divine, this is giving checkmate. The divine had everything planned. Like, this is how you know God sees all, God knows all, because everything was ready. They just needed you to make the moves necessary for everything to fall into place as it was supposed to. This is literally a checkmate. And all of this was written, all timelines seen, all predictions of your movements noted. Everything prophesized And it just took you following divine guidance to stay on this pathway of prophecy for this to unfold in this way. And for you to be activated in this way, for this failsafe to reach globally. This is how you know God. We have a big God. We have a big God because all of the boxes were checked. All of the corners acknowledged and prepared. Like, the planning on this is absolutely astronomical. God impresses me every single day with the type of things that have been planned to be orchestrated on this planet at the perfect needlepoint precise time. You were something they never saw coming, and now you're something they can't stop. And that in itself was divinely planned. Woo! All right, Galactic Golden Ohana, I'm gonna leave it right there. I pray that this resonated with you, because this is an absolute, like, this is so beautiful. This is so incredible. I am gobsmacked at this energy. I want you to claim this reading. I claim all of the power that God will allow me to have to progress this planet and all that comes with it. Excuse me, all the good and all the greatness and all the mercy that comes with it. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. And I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, oh wait, yeah, I might not go live on TikTok. If I do, you'll see me in 30 minutes. I might not though, because I have a few things I need to do as I'm looking at the time. But if I do, you will see me in 30 minutes. If you do not see me over on TikTok, then I will see you again tomorrow. So remain peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like Jase would say, XXX Tentacion, 888. If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car, vroom vroom, with your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. And last but most definitely not least, drink your motherfucking water. Drink it. It's good for you, and it is a conduit of energy. It will assist you at this time, especially with what you've been put here to do. Make sure you're affirming into your water as well, instilling it with high vibrational energy. And stay grounded, remain balanced, and remember who the fuck you are. You are a ethereal, divine, galactic, golden chosen child from the Most High that has been God ordained to be a co-creator of this realm, and you're a very powerful one at that. I have never read on something like this before. You've advanced very quickly. You've unlocked yourself far more quickly than had been anticipated. This is inspiring, but also intriguing to me and amazing. You are truly God's most sacred soldier, God's most sacred child. You are this original. And there's so much more change. More to come. Yes, Seraphim. There's so much more change that comes from you. I love you. I'm proud of you. And I will see you again. If not over on TikTok, if I do decide to go live on TikTok tomorrow. So, until then, bye.